Hello, I'm Nige.
I am Anders. Hello, welcome to what is dot dot dot. Um, Nigel, tell you.
Yeah, well, what is Assam tea?
Yes.
Uh, I've never had Assam tea, so this is my first ever tasting of it. Uh, Assam tea. Where's it from, Anders?
Well, it's from India. So, just a little bit of history. Um, the English were trying to nick the Camellia sinensis from China and trying to grow in these areas in northeast India, if I remember correctly. And they were having no success.
Which baffled them because it was a really fertile piece of land, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, they eventually took those plants up to a higher level. We're talking sea level here. And then they discovered the Camellia sinensis assamica, which is a
Which,
more robust
which,
plant.
as legend have it, was discovered by accident by a Scotsman, Robert Bruce, in 1823.
I see.
And
Right.
just
Okay.
after he discovered it, he saw the locals tearing the leaves off this and making a tea from it. So
Yeah.
samples and then subsequently died.
Yes. So this is a tea that is grown at near enough sea level.
Yes.
Um, Assam, right, let me see if I can, is grown around the banks of the Brahmaputra River.
Hmm.
There we are. I think I said that right. Um, and that moisture content and the heat bring out the best of the tea leaf.
Not in the early days. There is a story. I'll go through the Charles Bruce, brother of Robert Bruce,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
took those seeds that his brother had and leaves that his brother had collected and took them to the botanical gardens in Calcutta. And they discovered this is a new strain of Camillus sinensis.
Mm.
Was the Camillus sinensis
Assamica.
yeah, Assamica.
Yeah.
And so they started planting that and it grew much better. Uh, but when the leaves were getting back to England, it was lacking a little bit of flavour. There was just there was things lacking. It was selling okay, but it was just lacking, and that was down to uh, not so much the growing because they grew like absolute stink. Those plants, they just did,
Mm.
but it was the process of drying and withering and all that because
Hmm.
it was so humid in that area.
It is. It's very humid, and also you've got the moisture from the river that's created,
And
and
that played havoc
yeah.
on the actual production of the tea once it'd been picked. So, and to give you some idea, by 1870 there was there's 60 tea plantations which sprung up, 56 had went under.
Oh.
Uh, what saved it was the mechanization process as it came in the 1870s
Okay.
and speeded up production, and that's where the quality of the tea started coming through, and they
Mm.
started producing it. Uh, to today is the biggest producer of tea in the world, and
I mean,
it's
the figures are just absolutely huge.
680 million kilograms of tea a year. And if you want that in pounds, that's 1,500 million pounds of tea.
I mean, I hate to be rude on this channel, but bloody hell, that's a lot.
It is. Now, there was two. Now, there's different flushes, different picking. And the first flush is picked in March. Now, traditionally in the mountains, the first flush is the premium tea.
The sweetest, isn't it? Yeah.
Uh, Not with the Sam tea. The second flush are the more prized ones. When the second flush comes out later on in the year, the tips are golden, and it's called tippy tea.
Which is a phrase I've heard, but was never aware of what it meant,
And
really.
that's far more priced. Now, taste, I've been glugging my tea here.
Yeah.
It's full bodied and it's quite malty.
Yes.
and it's used in breakfast teas for that full-bodied flavor.
I am wondering, I have that taste that you can't really taste, but it's that taste of tea chests, which is always quite rough, gives the idea of quite a rough tasting tea. And I'm wondering if we found the source of what that might be, whether Assam is the source of
Oh,
that.
yes.
I don't know.
I know what you mean. It's got that little roughness right on the back end.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very dry finish, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a bad cuppa. Like I said, that's the first time I've had it, but I probably had it before. But it's been in breakfast teas, or it's been
Yeah.
a blend of it. Is uh, yeah, not bad, but it's malty. I can see how this will probably be used in strong teas as well. Yeah, extra
Yes,
strong teas
absolutely.
you get
Yeah,
tea.
because it is quite a punchy. I mean, the brew here that I did was between 3 and 5, so I did 4. I don't know, but
Same here. Yeah, four
yeah,
minute brew.
and it is very, very punchy.
Yeah, and it was smooth all the way through.
Yeah. So there we go. There's a little bit of knowledge for you about Assam tea. We hope you've learned something. We have. Um, what do you think of Assam? Do you like it? Is it something you drink a lot of? Let us know. But in the meantime, thank you for watching us. Goodbye.
Goodbye.